Myanmar's first democratically elected president and government were sworn in on Wednesday after more than 50 years of military rule. This was only possible after Aung San Suu Kyi's National League for Democracy won the elections last November by a landslide. And the main factor behind the victory was the widespread public support for the Nobel Peace Laureate.
Receiving the Nobel Peace Prize means, personally, extending my concern for democracy and human rights beyond national borders.
Western countries have hailed it as a victory of democracy, but on a closer look, Myanmar continues to have human rights problems. It has the most persecuted minority on the planet, the Rohingya Muslims. Around 2.5 million Rohingya make up 5% of Myanmar's population, but they are denied citizenship. Myanmar sees the Rohingya as illegal immigrants from Bangladesh. They face forced displacement and labour, as well as religious persecution, sexual violence, marriage restrictions and population control. Most of the time they have to pay high fees and bribes to obtain state documents, without which they are arbitrarily detained or imprisoned. The former President Thein Sein has said, "We will take care of our own ethnic nationalities, but Rohingyas who came to Burma illegally are not of our ethnic nationalities and we cannot accept them here." On top of that, Buddhist nationalists have forced thousands of Rohingyas to take dangerous refugee routes through the sea, but no country is willing to accept them.
We are floating 4 days. We are floating. We have no food. We have no anything. We have so hungry. The Burma, they are kill us by the knife, by the hammer, by the cart.
And Suu Kyi's rise to power does not seem to bring much hope to the Rohingya. In a 2013 interview with the BBC, she failed to condemn the ethnic violence against them, and recently it was revealed that Suu Kyi was heard saying, "No one told me I was going to be interviewed by a Muslim," about the BBC host. Another Nobel laureate, US President Barack Obama, has urged an end to the persecution of the Rohingya.
I am a firm believer that any legitimate government has to be based on rule of law and a recognition that all people are equal under the law. And discrimination against the Rohingya or any other religious minority, I think does not express the kind of country that Burma over the long term wants to be.
It's taken more than half a century for Myanmar to find that rule of law. And now that it has, the Rohingya and their supporters want that law to protect their rights.